Beyond the comfort zone.
All right. Hi, everyone. I am so happy to introduce you to a lovely, lovely friend of mine. This is Renae Cohen. And
Hello.
Renae is a bioresonance practitioner, and this is an amazing modality which the powers that be won't allow you to make claims about being able to help people with healing.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, really hard to advertise, and we can't say that we heal or so it's really hard what we can say.
You get it.
So it's literally I can't advertise because
imagine that. Imagine being a plumber and not being able to tell people that you're available to come fix a toilet.
Yeah.
But this is an amazing modality. It looks very Star Trek. Would you just walk us through what bioresonance is and how it works?
Yes. So it works on frequencies and energy. So you're hooked up to a machine and
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. It's very gentle. We're all made up of energy. So everything inside us has its own frequency. So, your heart to your lungs to your emotions to a virus, everything has a different frequency. So what the machine can do, it can pick up on that frequency if it's out of balance. It knows what the frequency should be, and it can determine if it's out of balance, if it's deficient, if there's a frequency in your body that shouldn't be there as well.
Right, like a mold. So this thing cleared black mold out of my system after we had floods here.
Yes.
But it also helped me clear a stealth virus called the Epstein-Barr virus, which you might know as the glandular fever or monovirus. So I really love this machine.
Yes.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's not just diagnostic, is it?
So then it gives you the treatment back. So it's all through frequencies and energy again. So it will give you, so if we're trying to get rid of the virus, I'm inverting that frequency to get the frequency down in your body. But we're always supporting the body. We're looking at the body as a whole. We're not just going in and treating that virus. We're looking at what else is going on in the system. Is your energy depleted?
Right.
Are you deficient in vitamins and minerals? We look at your chakras, your meridians that are really important for the energy in the body as well. We look at blockages. We look at absolutely everything. So, blockages could be, when you were born and you had birth trauma, coming out of the birth canal, and that interferes with your energy system now.
It can pick up on birth trauma.
It can pick up
They're
that.
amazing.
So it can pick up on things that are now acute. It can pick up on chronic things that you've had there for a long time. It can pick up on beginning stages of things as well. So, and which is really interesting and exciting because other things can't pick up, on that beginning stages.
Like blood work.
So the beginning stages of things. But the other thing that it can pick up on is our body holds onto a memory. And this is what pathology tests don't pick up. Right. So because everything is energetic, our body is mainly made up of water. And water can hold on to energy and frequency. So something that you had a glandular fever as a kid, you might not present with pathology tests coming back with it, but your body is holding on to that energy frequency of it. And you can still get symptoms from it. Okay, so it's the energetic pattern in the body. And this is why so many people have all these symptoms and can't find answers to things because it's all the energetics that then we have that physical symptomatic response to it as well. So we look at everything.
You can see why the pharmaceutical industry is doing what you're knowing about this modality, folks.
And that's the other thing, I'm not selling you, even supplements or minerals or, a drug to go and take home. It's all here. We diagnose, not allowed to say that, but we diagnose.
I can.
And then it's giving the treatment back. And it always depends on how long it's been going in the system, how many treatments you have as well. If it's a chronic thing that you've had for a long time, then there's so many other things around it. So then it can take a little bit longer for your body to come back into balance and harmony as well.
And hormones, it helps to balance your hormones.
Hormones, yeah.
So the things that I'm aware of that it can sort of scan for is molds, bacteria, viruses. What else?
Heavy metals.
Radiation. Wow.
What else? Hormones, deficiencies in your vitamins and your minerals.
Right.
But the pathogen side of things that shouldn't be in the body, the heavy metals, radiation, chemicals.
Right.
Your funguses, viruses, bacterias. It can pick up all those things, but then also it can
help to correct them.
And help to correct it, yes. And it can also do if there's something going on just with the liver as well. So we can do programs just for the liver, the majority of things has an emotional impact on it as well. So, and that's where it usually stems from, the emotional impact on our body. So we can work on the emotions as well.
Right. You would all know, I'm sure, emotion is energy in motion. So energy that's stuck at a dissonant frequency, it's like that's going to play havoc with your moods.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's symbiotic. It's So, shall we get started?
Yes, let's get started.
And I usually fall asleep. That's how relaxing these sessions are. Renae's used to me just like, so we can edit me sleeping out, but I want you to see what happens in a session and demystify it, because I love how Star Trek it is.
Yes.
It's very nanu. It's very the future.
Yeah.
So,
and there's crossovers with kinesiology, if anyone's had kinesiology. So we're tapping into the body as well. So I'm asking Tanishka's body what we need to do today. So the priority, I use this to connect into her energy. So you'll see me using this. And instead of me guess working the whole time or the machine doing it, I'm connecting with her body, her energy, and she's going to tell me what we need to do today.
With something that looks like the head bobblers you used to buy from the show. I love the sense of ridiculousness about it. Yeah, cool.
Multi-talented. Balls.
I want to show them the balls.
My brass balls.
You have to hold these big balls. Look at that. Very Star Trek. What are these made of?
Brass.
Oh, they are brass. Yeah. They feel nice.
Everyone loves my balls.
Yes.
So I'm going to put this just for your hands.
Thank you. I will show you that thing. Look at that. What is that exactly?
So that's a magnet that's reading the energy in your body. So I put blood in the machine.
My blood.
And your blood. And the magnet will read your energy, and the balls are giving you energy.
Great.
So it feeds through the machine and comes back. Yeah. And you've got the mat underneath that gives you the energy as well. So the balls and the mat underneath are giving you the treatment.
Got it.
Okay.
So brass is a conductor, yeah?
Yes. So the first thing that has come up for you is stress, your adrenals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hence they're not sleeping.
Yes. And is it hard to get back to sleep at that time?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what the Chinese meridian is for that time, but it's a bit tricky because we're in daylight saving now.
Yeah, I know. That confuses me as well. But it's the liver.
It is liver.
It is liver around that time.
I see.
Yeah. And it's stress related as well. You know, if you've got a lot of things on your mind, that's the time you're going to wake up and start thinking. Yeah.
So you're going to put in a program that supports the liver and the adrenals? Is that?
Yeah, we're doing adrenals and stress at the moment. Yes, yeah.
So this is the chill the fuck out frequency.
Yes, and this is when Tanishka usually
goes to sleep
because it's really calming down. Chatty, and then you're like,
instead of at 2 a.m. I come to see Renae for a good sleep.
Yes. So when we have so many unwanted frequencies in the body, we can get clouded.
Yeah.
Our judgment can get clouded and that intuition can get clouded. So the more treatments you have, and this is what I find personally as well, you know, could you imagine all these frequencies in the body that's not meant to be there?
Right.
It's confusing your body's natural ability to heal as well.
Right.
And that's the whole focus on this is we want your body to get back to balance so it can heal itself. Because our bodies are amazing.
Yes, they know what to do when they're supported.
We can heal itself. But when there's just too much going on in the body, that's what we're trying to eliminate is those unwanted frequencies.
Right.
And then when that happens, you come into balance with your system and that intuition gets stronger.
Got it.
Because you don't get confused with all these messages going in your body. It's a lot clearer. And then we can start using that power, as you said, you know, just tapping into your body.
You know how I'm traveling?
Yeah.
Is there like a website of bioresonance practitioners globally?
Yes. So Biocom. Biocom. So BICOM.
Okay.
That's the company that makes the machines. They're actually from Germany.
Yes.
They're all over the world.
Right.
So you can contact them. There are different machines available as well. So you can Google, you know, what country you're in that way, but you can get on the Biocom, I think it's international website, and just contact them and they would have a directory of people.
Right, okay, thank you.
Just the same as in Australia. Biocom Australia has their own website. And you can go on there, contact them, and they'll put you in contact with someone.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so there's a Biocom Australia and then there's an international one.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I think for anyone listening to this,
yes,
they'll be like, well, where can we find someone? How can we access this?
And that's the other thing. If you want to know more information, because it is hard to find out information, the international websites are better because we are so restricted here.
Oh, is it particularly Australia that's...
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yes. So if you, even if you look at my website.
What's your website?
So I've got one, Renae Cohen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember it.
Okay. RENAECOHEN.
Yes.
.com.
.au. There's not that much information about it there.
Because you're not allowed.
I'm not allowed.
Goodness gracious.
There's also, I work at the Health Lodge, so there's a little bio of me there as well, but there's not much about the bioresonance.
Right.
And that's why everyone's, you know, people get confused about it or don't know much about it. I always recommend for people to Google bioresonance therapy, but internationally, you know, not just Australia, and they have heaps of information about it.
Right.
So you can see a little bit here, you know, people, you know, worded it, but it doesn't give you the whole picture of what it does.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's, if you want to know more information, that's the best way to do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Beyond the comfort zone.